Hello everybody. I wanted to do just a quick little video to tell you guys something of what goes on in this pretty little head of mine at times. I was talking with a friend about this a couple weeks ago, I think now. Excuse me. And it was roughly about how I cannot watch horror movies or bad things on TV, as far as murder and that kind of violence type stuff. I know in the media it portrays that bipolar people are crazy and that they fucking kill people and go on mass shooting sprees and that kind of stuff, which is few and far between. It's difficult to talk about for me, but my father's been passed away now for over almost 18 years now, and part of the guilt that I have with him and why I miss him so much is that one night when we got into a huge fight, I went to bed and I stayed up all night thinking of ways to take a butcher knife and stab him in the chest. And I haven't fully forgiven myself for it. People, have these issues where they can't forgive themselves for certain things, even though to some extent they're not quote-unquote normal thoughts, but multiple people have the same kind of thoughts. It's the same when I'm watching a horror show. I seriously cannot watch some gruesome killing or something like that because all of a sudden I transpose myself into that character on TV or in the movie theater or wherever, and I wonder if I'm capable of doing certain things like that when I'm raging or when I'm really upset about things. It's a difficult subject. I've let my wife know about this, which sucks because she loves horror movies, but I personally cannot watch them at length depending on what mood I'm in. But I'm sure there's other people out there who have the same kind of issues when they have to try and refrain from watching certain things, or the person I talked to about this said that she had the exact same kind of things, but not as bad as me as far as transposing myself and wondering what it'd feel like if I was the person that was doing all that stuff. Horror movies and gruesome things, like Saw, just for instance. Any of the Saw movies with torture in it, and that are the kind of movies that I wonder, is it inside of me to be that sadistic and that terrible to put somebody through that? Would I get a high off of it? Would I be able to even do it? Am I capable of something like that based on what media portrays bipolar people as? And knowing that I put myself in a character's shoes every now and then, it bothers me immensely that I cannot definitively say, no way, I wouldn't be able to do that. Hell no. I could tell myself to try and convince myself that I'm not capable of that shit, but deep down inside, I don't know if I am or not. I've never been in a fight in my life. I've never harmed anybody physically ever in my entire life. Have I wanted to? Well, of course. I think we all want to beat the shit out of somebody every now and then, don't we? There's plenty of people that piss us off in life that we wish, we could do this or do that. And although I don't, quote-unquote, wish harm on anybody, everybody's had fleeting thoughts of wanting to punch somebody in the face or throw punch some asshole or some shit. But anyway, I just wanted to share with you a little bit of how it is for me in a day-to-day life, how I have to get myself to come out of where I know that things will be bad should I do certain things. But it's living and learning to cope with this disorder. You have to always change certain things about your lifestyle or about what you do and what you don't do to hopefully minimize any risk of bad things in the future. It's worked for me. I don't watch the news at all. I don't watch things on TV that I know are going to trigger me and scare me into having really horrible thoughts about myself or my family or my friends or just strangers. I just have to filter what I do and what I watch is all. Hopefully some of you can relate with that, because it's a scary island. It's lonely out here. sometimes. But I think just by coming out and talking about my feelings, hopefully it'll ring true with some of you as well, and you can realize that you're not alone too. So anyway, thanks for listening to this long babble, and hope you all are well. Take care of yourselves, guys. Cheers.